Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, guys, for your greatest support. Fellow Kenyans, let's talk about our brothers and sisters in Uganda. Let's talk about what is happening in Uganda. Of course, we know very well that Uganda is in their season of election, whereby they really want change. They're really dying for change, and according to them, they knew, or they know, and they expect that Bobby Wine is going to win and is going to bring change. Is going to become the president of Tanzania, of Uganda, and is going to bring a lot of changes. According to maybe that is how they expect. Of course, but of course, you and I know the results. We already know who is going to win and who has already won. First things first. The president of Uganda, of course, is still the president. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni once said that any country that is serious, that wants change, they must make sure that they take advantage of old people. It means that old people are the ones that are supposed to lead. Can you listen to what he said?
If I'm available, not dead, not senile, but I'm still around, and I have some knowledge. If you are really serious about your country, why would you not want to take advantage of me if I'm still able?
I mean, what do you think of the young people who do want change, who want someone else to govern? Do you think that that's not sensible? That was what you wanted as a rebel leader.
No, me, I did not. I was actually dying to work with old people, because we needed them. Unless you are not serious, these problems are big problems. And if you have got a big problem, the more hands, the better.
Youth unemployment, it's still very high, and young people feel like they need more opportunities. And when an internet shutdown happens, they feel repressed, they feel silenced, because the internet is a tool of the youth. What are you offering them substantially over the next 5 years?
We are the ones who built the internet. The one you are talking about. We are the ones who built it. So the shutting it down is because of dealing with criminals who want to use that infrastructure to destabilize our country. It is temporary, it is short term. But we're the ones who built the internet.
Do you believe there hasn't been a single candidate that could take your place in the last 6 election cycles?
They cannot. They would have been elected if they were there. They were not elected.
I mean, every election since 1996 has been marred by accusations of rigging, of repression, of crushing opposition and voices of dissent.
The only people who rig are the opposition. It is not us.
Then they would have won if they'd rigged it.
They are not able to, because we are so popular, that even if they rig, they can't manage to overturn or defeat us. We are so popular.
President Museveni, I want to ask you about your main contender, Bobby Wine. Your government has targeted him quite aggressively since 2018. Why? What threat does he pose to Uganda?
Bobby Wine breaks the law. That's why there are other people in opposition. You don't find having problems with them. But if you take each case, you'll find that he's breaking the law.
But why the violence? Why the violence from your security forces?
It is Bobby Wine who is violent.
I mean, his supporters have been beaten with batons. One has been shot in the head.
The beating was a mistake. But Bobby Wine, you see, these towns here are quite crowded. So we don't encourage processions or rallies in the towns, in the streets.
You've ruled Uganda for half your life. Are you planning to rule for the rest of your life?
That is for the people to decide.
So that is Museveni. Museveni is trying to say that when he was young, he was really dying to work with the old. Actually, he wanted, he really admired working with the old. That is why he is also urging the young people like Bobby Wine. Bobby Wine is just 43 years. Museveni is 81. So Museveni is urging Bobby Wine that at least they work together. My question is this: what about Besigye? Why is Besigye in prison 2 years now? Bado amekuwa gerezani. What is the reason? Can we be told? Or what is the outcome? Or maybe why is he in prison? William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, has been blamed by Besigye's wife concerning the husband being in prison for the past 2 years. And I think we'll discuss that tomorrow. Here in this video, I want us to focus on what is happening in Uganda. And right now, at least, I think it's more than 7 people have been reported dead after police officers decided now to use live bullets to kill or to shoot, to ease the tension of the elections in Uganda. Watch these clips.
Karibu kwa taarifa zetu, tuandamane hadi tamati. Watu 7 wameripotiwa kuuawa katika machafuko ya baada ya uchaguzi yaliyoshuhudiwa katika mkoa wa kati wa Uganda. Aidha, kiongozi wa upinzani Bobi Wine amedai kuzuiliwa nyumbani kwake na maafisa wa usalama, huku matokeo ya uchaguzi yakiashiria kwamba Rais Museveni anaongoza kwa 75% ya kura zilizohesabiwa. Melita Oletenges anatufungulia jamvi la Nipashe hii leo.
Huku tume ya uchaguzi nchini Uganda ikiendelea na shughuli ya kujumlisha kura, watu 7 wameripotiwa kuuawa kufuatia machafuko yaliyoshuhudiwa. Polisi wakithibitisha kuwa machafuko yalizuka katika mkoa wa kati nchini humo na kusababisha maafa hayo. Taarifa ya punde kutoka mwenyekiti wa tume ya uchaguzi nchini humo imeelezea kwamba kati ya wagombea 8, Rais Yoweri Museveni wa NRM anaongoza kwa 75% ya kura zilizohesabiwa, ikiwa ni kura milioni 5.1.
Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert 1,414,619, constituting 20.71% of the total votes cast.
Hata hivyo, Bobi Wine amepuuzilia mbali matokeo hayo kupitia mtandao wa X, akisema tume hiyo imefeli kuelezea ilivyoafikia jumla ya kura hizo bila kuonyesha zile zilizohesabiwa katika kila kituo. Wine pia ameelezea kwamba anazuiliwa na maafisa wa polisi nyumbani kwake tangu hesabu ya kura ilipoanza. Wanaharakati wa Uganda na wa Kenya wamekashifu mazingira tatanishi ya uchaguzi wa Uganda.
The Electoral Commission is completely not in charge. It's either the military and the police and of course the regime, the bosses.
When you talk about the observers, I think they should not sanitize this crime scene at this particular point in time.
Hayo yanajiri huku serikali ya Marekani ikitoa ilani kwa raia wake walioko Uganda kuwa tahadhari kufuatia machafuko yaliyoshuhudiwa.
myself that what do we expect? If the president being elected is Museveni, and then the son of the president, the sitting president, is the one that is leading the military, do you really expect something different? Or maybe do you really expect him something? Do you expect something maybe to be done different from what has been happening, what is happening? Because personally, I don't think maybe if there is something that we can talk about, now this is what is happening. No. These things happen, these things are there, we see them happening, every now and then they occur. We assume them. It happened in Tanzania, people died, a lot of people died, and then the president said that hakuna mtu yote ambaye ameua. She said that there is nobody who has died. But then according to the reports, there were several people, a lot of people died, a lot of people lost their lives. But kwao, it was nothing. The same thing is happening right now in Uganda, and the report is that several people have lost their lives. But then, according to the Ugandans, they're like, everything is fine. The chairperson of Ugandan Election Commission, that is the EC, named Justice Simon Biabakama has announced the second set of preliminary results of the 2026 presidential election as the tallying process continues nationwide. Justice Biabakama said a total of 5,194,338 valid votes had been counted so far from 22,758 polling stations. And up to now, the person that is leading is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Can we listen to the Electoral Commission?
We are gathered here today to once again update you and the nation at large on the results of the presidential elections that we have received so far at this tally center. The total number of registered voters on the National Voters Register is 21,649,067. Total number of polling stations, 50,739. The total number of stations from which we have received results so far is 22,758, representing 44.85% of the total number of polling stations. These are the results so far per candidate. Bulira Frank Kabinga, 23,267, representing 0.45% of the valid votes cast. Kasivante Robert, 15,929, representing 0.31% of the total votes cast. Kyagulanyi Sentam Robert, 1,312,047, represent 1,312,047,000, representing 19.85% of the total votes cast. Mabirizi Joseph, 10,910, representing 0.21% of the total votes cast. Mugisha Gregory Muntu Oyera, 29,504, representing 0.57% of the total votes cast, total valid votes cast. Munyagwa Mubarak Serunga, 14,742, representing 0.28% of the valid votes cast. Nandala Mafabi James Nathan, 108,301, representing 2.08% of the total votes cast. Yoweri Tuhaburwa Kaguta Museveni, 3,960,438, representing 76.25% of the total valid votes cast. Valid votes in total so far, 5,194,338. Invalid votes so far, 129,441, representing 2.43% of the total votes cast. Total votes, 5,323,779, representing 24.59% of the registered voters on the National Voters Register. Spoiled votes, 17,281. That is the position currently. Now, as we indicated in our opening remarks yesterday, we shall be releasing these results at regular intervals. And therefore, our next session will be at 2 p.m. See you then.
I don't know what is your take. I really don't know I don't know your take, but personally, I think that there is more than what meets the eye. Winnie Byanyima, that is Besige's wife, told William Ruto this, that Ruto, why did you do this to me? Why did you hand over my husband to Museveni when he was just seeking refuge in Kenya? It's election day in Uganda and my husband is still in prison. It's now almost 2 years and my husband hasn't touched me because of what Ruto did. Ruto aliamua huyu mama join the women that are advocating the feminism by force. By force. Ruto na Museveni, they forced this woman that lazima advocate for, uambie wanawake kwamba unaweza ukakaa miaka 2 bila kuguswa na mtu yeyote. Anyway, fellow Kenyans, I would really love to listen to your thought at the comment section, but the truth of the matter is that our neighbors are really suffering. Based on the reports of the shootings, the police brutality and all that, it's a kind of painful, and unless Ugandans are happy with this thing, but I don't see any change. I don't see anything different, because automatically Museveni is still going to win. My worry is not even, my problem is not even that Museveni is going to win or what. I've been asking myself that for the past 40 years that Museveni has been in power, what is it that he has done that people can be happy of? Now waseme kwamba, Museveni has done this and this since he became the president. Can you tell me what you think at the comment section concerning that issue of Museveni? The last story, fellow Kenyans, is this issue of that is happening in our country. Kenya yetu iko na mambo yake. Mambo mingi sana zinafanyika Kenya. Lakini let us not mix them. Let us just listen, talk about the Uganda, and then baadaye ndo tutakuja kuzungumza kuhusu hizi za Kenya, kwa sababu Kenya, these ones for Kenya are very special and they really need to be discussed on their own, zisiunganishwe na hizi zingine, kwa sababu si kurahisi. Anyway, I would love to know what you think at the comment section concerning the same things. Let's meet in the next video, if it is possible for you Kenyans.